E aí pessoal, tudo tranquilo? Estamos aqui com o Alan Wake 2, esse belíssimo game. Eu já fiz série dele no canal, ano passado. Mas eu decidi refazer tudo, eu apaguei tudo porque quando eu fiz eu não usava o webcam, eu não falei muito. Daí nessa eu pretendo conversar mais com vocês, ler, prestar atenção melhor na história. E o vídeo em VOD vai ser só esse daqui disponível, o resto eu vou fazer em live. Agora a DLC que vai ser lançada dia 22, pelos vazamentos, não sei se é certo. Eu não sei se eu vou conseguir lançar dia 22, eu vou deixar mais pro final do mês. Falando nisso, vamos começar o game aqui. Vou jogar ele tudo de novo, né? No difícil, obviamente. Eu gosto desse jogo aqui no difícil. E logo em seguida eu vou fazer a versão final, que é o New Game Plus, assim que terminar esse.
We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Eu habilitei censura. Por mim eu deixava sem censura, mas, né. Evitar problemas. Estamos aqui com Nightingale. Eu tô rodando uma 4060, né? Não é a melhor placa, assim, digamos, mas ela dá pro gasto, tá rodando a 100 FPS. Essa parte, né, pelo menos. Desculpa aí, pessoal. Acabei espirrando.
Already gone.
A ambientação nessa parte tá muito boa. Não tô jogando com ele tudo no máximo, né? Eu habilitei algumas coisas. Vou mostrar pra vocês. Ó, tá em qualidade, né? O DLS ativado, sincronia vertical também. Distorção de lente eu deixei. Eu não gosto de desfoque de movimento e granulação de filme. Eu acho ruim. Aqui nessa parte aqui eu deixei médio, alto, alto, médio, médio, alto, médio, alto, alto. Deixei isso aqui ligado também. Aqui tudo no alto e médio. O Ray Tracing eu não liguei porque não adianta, não vai rodar. Tem uma parte aqui que eu tomei cagaço na primeira vez. É aqui mesmo. Agora a gente pode correr. Nightingale é aquele policial que é capturada pela escuridão lá no Alan Wake 1. Tá atrás da Rose. Não sei se vocês lembram. É que o visual dele tá bem diferente, né? Depois a gente vai ver melhor. Aqui é programado, não tem como fugir. Ritual pesado.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. I'm coming. What the fuck? Shit.
Nossa, essa parte é muito boa.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Cafezinho.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Uma travadinha pra entrar pra gameplay, né? Padrão. E aqui em Cauldron Lake o FPS já baixa. Já muda um pouco.
Supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Convite. O mapa exibe lugares importantes na área. Aqui é o mapa. A parte aqui escura é onde a gente não olhou ainda. Essa é a parte onde a gente vem de carro e tudo. Beleza. Ih. Eu tenho que conversar com ele.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Com o decorrer da série eu vou ajustando os gráficos.
Hey there, Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Resumo cairia bem.
Crime scene.
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Alguma testemunha do crime?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Vamos dar uma olhada no corpo.
How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Você pode acessar o quadro de casos dentro do lugar mental.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
O quadro de casos é uma técnica mental que permite que Saga analise pistas e avance nas investigações. Investigação, no caso. Pode ir por aqui. Dar zoom. Pode mover com coisa aqui também. Você agora pode explorar livremente o quadro de casos ou pressionar ESC para sair. Bom, aqui tem algumas coisas. Ó, vítimas. Todas as vítimas dadas como desaparecida em 2010 sem outros pontos em comum. Ted Lane, dentista. Ferimentos de faca, inchaço, hematomas no pulso. Wendy Davis, professora. Corpo inchado, ferimento grande no tórax. Percy Wolf, lojista. Hematomas, coração removido, tatuagens estranhas. Pequena diferença nos homicídios. Inchaço é a única coisa em comum entre os corpos, mas não a causa da morte. Traumatismo no tórax e exposição post-morte à água. Hematomas em pulsos e pernas. Corte profundo no tórax, coração ausente. Todos os corpos apresentam inchaço. Perfil do assassino. Tatuagem pós-morte no corpo. Os alvos dos assassinatos não têm traços perceptíveis em comum. Traumatismo no tórax se lembra a técnica de corte de açougue.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson.
Visitas ao lugar mental não pausam o jogo, então cuidado com ameaças nas proximidades.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
O cara não gosta de natureza.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Liguei a lanterna sem querer. Mirror Peak. A prodigiosa montanha ao longe é justamente Mirror Peak, o icônico símbolo acima de Cauldron Lake. Vista de ângulo certo, a beleza dela se reflete na superfície tranquila do lago, um reflexo invertido glorioso. Bora lá.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Can I make it, Mulligan?
A iluminação desse jogo.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Caraca.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Você desbloqueou sua primeira imagem principal. Você pode colocá-la no quadro de casos dentro do lugar mental. Permite que Saga veja pistas ativas. Você pode selecionar a imagem principal e colocar no quadro de casos.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
A inclusão de uma imagem principal no quadro de casos dá início a uma nova linha de investigação. Outro corpo foi encontrado no bosque perto de Bright Falls no momento perfeito. Preciso ver se tem ligação com os assassinatos que estamos aqui para investigar. Condiz com os assassinatos anteriores. A inclusão de uma imagem principal... Tá, isso aqui é o que a gente leu. Quando a imagem principal é colocada, vai gerar uma nova pergunta. É possível ver as metas no quadro de casos nos objetivos. Investigue a cena. Você agora pode explorar livremente o quadro de casos ou sair.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Correios de carga usados para prender a vítima. Peguei a ler esse aqui, traumatismo do tórax. E coração achado perto do corpo da vítima.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
As pistas solucionaram a pergunta aberta e desbloquearam uma dedução. Conforme você avançar na investigação, novas perguntas serão desbloqueadas atualizando seus objetivos. Você pode pressionar para conferir, tá. E descubra mais sobre a vítima, descubra mais sobre o assassinato. Você agora pode explorar livremente o quadro de casos, tá. Entendi. Homicídio como em casos anteriores, mas interrompido. Talvez encontre pistas novas dessa vez. Vítima e assassinos.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Aqui não tem mais nada. Tem aqui também.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Vários conjuntos de pegadas. Mancha grande de sangue na mesa.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Mais de um agressor presente na cena bagunçada. Crime passional premeditado. Não tem mais nada. Não lembro se aqui tem alguma coisa.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Você descobrir pistas ao falar com pessoas ou examinar seu entorno.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to...
Ícones no canto inferior esquerdo indicam
Oh, yeah?
conteúdo.
Some wild ideas in his head. Chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Nightingale surtou, o FBI o demitiu. Thornton, a vítima é Robert Nightingale, visto pela última vez em Bright Falls 13 anos atrás.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Identidade da vítima, Robert Nightingale, ex-agente do FBI. Saúde mental questionável no momento do desaparecimento. Premeditado ou espontâneo?
Sure.
Acho que é premeditado.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Usando a intuição, Saga pode analisar o perfil de pessoas relevantes para descobrir pistas novas. Pessoa desaparecida.
He's been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Quadro de casos. Nightingale veio do Cauldron Lake.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
A witch with no heart. A strong
Oh,
echo of owl murder.
Witch's Lately. Não é mistério nenhum o fato de o nome Cauldron Lake ser inspirado no formato de caldeirão. Contudo, existem muitas histórias misteriosas sobre o lago. De que ele seria uma passagem obscura para o submundo ou de que seria ou de que teria sido o caldeirão de uma bruxa. Reza a lenda que quando os sentimentos de um xerife local não foram correspondidos, ele acusou a mulher em questão de tê-lo enfeitiçado. Ela foi afogada, mas deixou cair uma concha de cozinha, que cresceu e virou uma árvore estranha chamada Witch's Lately, que é essa árvore aí. A mulher voltou para se vingar de seus transgressores. Se não era uma bruxa antes, agora era. Ela matou o xerife, afogando-o no lago. Depois arrancou o coração dele e trancou dentro de uma caixa. Com o coração, ela invocaria do lago para ele se vingar em nome dela. Pelo menos a lenda é essa. Essa aqui é a Bárbara lá. Um manuscrito.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. barefoot. Nightingales?
Pegada surgindo debaixo da pedra. A trilha esfriou.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Muitos mistérios não têm sentido fazendo as perguntas erradas.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Bom, a gente tem um manuscrito aqui. O Alan acabou lendo pra gente. E a página.
Page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Antiguinho tem algo escondido dentro de si. A leitura das palavras dessas palavras parecia uma mensagem de alguém que estava brincando com elas.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Descobri tudo o que podia aqui. Preciso levar o corpo para ser examinado na cidade.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
É isso, vai na frente.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like
Liga a
so
lanterna.
far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Pois é. Agora a gente vai lá pra Bright Falls.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
É, aqui o FPS aumentou, apesar de ter bem mais
Diner's
coisa.
just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Oh dear. You.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
I can't believe that happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
We've looked through the case file.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake and
Não tava pelado.
crazy, shouting weird
Eu
shit.
botei censura.
He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Quadro de casos, aqui. Novo caso. Perfil do assassino.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Os Bookers descreveram vários agressores com máscara de cervo entoando cantigas e enfiando facas no cara. Não é assassino em série, grupo organizado trabalhando com um objetivo: assassinatos ritualísticos. E caso encerrado.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Casos de fundo acumulam pistas sobre assuntos mais abrangentes em andamento.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Membros da seita usavam máscara de cervo.
Yeah.
Isto, vamos ver o que ela... Seita da árvore.
Of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Deixar aqui já.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing, Dimmy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I...
Rose é louquinha.
And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Good to see you.
Colar da seita com símbolo de triângulo.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. She always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Peguei mapa de Bright Falls.
Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home.
Bugado. Textura.
I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Vamos ver alguma coisa? Quadro de casos.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Vamos ver o que ele tem a dizer.
What was the cause of death? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest.
Tá. Vou colocar aqui. Da morte. Não.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged.
Traumatismo no tórax é claramente a causa da morte. Algo foi inserido.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Tatuagens no corpo e no coração, como os assassinos tiveram tempo. Não faz sentido. Causa do inchaço desconhecido, tatuagens estranhas na pele e no coração. Uma página colocada na cavidade torácica. A gente conseguiu o mapa aqui de Bright Falls também. Peraí, aí. Vamos ver agora. Nightingale mudou bastante a skin dele.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
Shit. He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Identificar na luz para os inimigos não detectarem você.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Refúgios vão restaurar parte da sua saúde. Se você sair ou atacar de um refúgio durante um combate, ele ficará indisponível temporariamente.
Vanished.
E agora uma belíssima música, mas eu não posso deixar rodando. Essa eu não sei se tem copyright.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Pronto. Bom, pessoal, eu vou encerrar por aqui. O resto eu vou fazer em live. Eu espero a presença de vocês hoje às 7h30, às 19h30, para ser mais exato. Hoje tá. Já vai sair esse vídeo hoje, então mais tarde vai ter a live. Muito obrigado e até a próxima. Foi.